Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another recent purchases update video. I've been doing these a while now, so I think this is the third time that I'm doing it, and usually I split them up into wins and fails. So I talk about the things that I've been loving and that have been working out really well for me, but I also talk about the items that haven't been working out quite so well. So I think this is just a nice way of having an overview of a few different items rather than dedicated reviews on every single thing. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. I have 7 items to talk to you about today, so a mixture of shoes, handbags and general accessories as well. I do also have a giveaway coming up right at the end, so if you like giveaways, make sure to stick around for that, and let's get started. So first up is the Saline Nano. I've only had this a few months, but I have been loving it so far. It's been in pretty regular usage for me. It's a really easy bag just to grab and go. I tend not to close it, so I literally just leave it open. I attach the strap. I take the strap off for storage, but usually I will always carry it with a strap, and it's just so easy to either sling on your shoulder or wear crossbody and you're away, you know. There's no fuss with this bag. It's pretty low maintenance as well in terms of the leather. I was a bit concerned about getting the smoother leather, but really I've had no issues at all. I have not been babying this bag at all. I'm not a huge fan of babying my bags, you know. I like to take care of them and I don't like to mistreat them, but at the same time I don't want to have to constantly worry about my bag when I'm out, and this bag looks great. I think, you know, I've been wearing crossbody, so it's been going up against my belt, my jeans and everything, and it's been absolutely fine. I can't see any scratches on it at all, so I mean, I will keep you guys updated if anything changes, but so far so good in terms of the leather. It's also very roomy because of the lack of compartments, so it can fit a ton in here, which is great. I love bags which are very roomy. Obviously it's always good to fit more stuff in, and this bag has pretty much been delivering on all fronts. I got it in black, so it's pretty easy to match, but it really is just a very, very carefree, fun bag. I did get a few questions as well about how much I paid for it, so I think I paid either $1,200 or $1,300, so I did get it pre-loved. It is pretty much new though, and I wanted this exact combination, so for me it was a no-brainer, and I absolutely love it. I think it's really, really gorgeous. If you are considering this bag, I've had a really good experience with it so far. I'm really, really happy to have it. Next up are a pair of Christian Louboutin pumps, and these are called the Ariza style, I believe. I do have 2 other pairs, so I have the Pigalle Folies and I have the Angelina style as well. These are the ones with the cutout on one side, so it doesn't have it on the other, it just has it on the one, and these are by far the most comfortable of all 3 Louboutins I own. There really isn't a contest. These are so much more comfortable than the others. I'm guessing it is because you do get a bit of relief from the structure from this gap right here. I think they are so elegant. They don't slip off the foot either, which is great, and they're just so much more comfortable. They didn't require any breaking in, unlike the other ones. I can actually wear these to a cocktail party as well, where I know I'm going to be standing around for greater lengths of time. The other 2 pairs I have, I would really probably only wear them out to dinner, whereas these are absolutely fine at a party. Probably not, you know, dancing all night long fine, but certainly for a cocktail party for a few hours. I think they are absolutely stunning. I've been wearing them a ton, as you can see by the sole, but they literally just go with anything because I did get them in the nude patent. This style does tend to sell out quite quickly, I'm guessing because it is the more comfortable of all the styles, but they do seem to bring them back quite regularly, so I do see them in suede and in the matte leather in a whole bunch of different colours as well. So if you do manage to get your hands on some, I will try and link below what I can, then definitely check them out if you've been wanting a pair of Louboutins but have been a bit scared off by the comfort stories. These are so much better, and I'd say they're probably up there along with my more comfortable, really high-heeled shoes. So I absolutely love these. I think they are gorgeous. Next up I have my Gucci belt. I have spoken about this quite a bit on my channel before, but I absolutely love it. I have gotten questions about the wear and tear, which is why I wanted to feature it in this video. I've had questions about the buckle clasp kind of oxidizing or something like that. I've had absolutely no issues. I mean, it's not like, I guess it is shiny, but it does have a slightly more rustic feel, but it's always been like that, so I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but I certainly didn't see that as a flaw, and for me it's just the way the belt looks. I don't think I'd want something kind of super shiny, polished and blingy. That I don't think that would really appeal to me. So the way it looks now is absolutely fine, and it hasn't changed, and I've been wearing this a ton. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen me wear this a lot because I've been absolutely determined to get my money's worth from this belt, because it was a pricey belt, but I have been loving it and no issues wear and tear. I do think it was worth the money for me because I have been making such an effort to wear it, and especially because it is such a statement piece. You know, I was a bit worried about whether I'd want to team it with other Gucci things or other designer things, but I really haven't felt like it's too much. Other people may disagree and may think it's super tacky, but I've just been really liking it, and because I don't own like loads of logo belts, I think it just adds something a little bit different, especially if you're wearing quite a plain outfit and you just want a little something to jazz it up. I think this is a really good shout, so definitely recommend it. I got the, I think this is the medium width. I think there is one like really chunky one and then there's a thinner one. I did try on the thinner one and I just didn't really get on with it, so I went for the medium and I'm really happy I did. I will also list my size. I know I exchanged the sizes a few times and I don't remember which one I settled on. I think it was the 85, but I'll check and list it down below because I know the sizing can be so confusing. But so far so good with the belt. I definitely do not regret this purchase. Up next is my Saint Laurent clutch, and I cannot say enough good things about this bag. I'm absolutely in love with it. I've been using it a ton, partly because it's summer and it's quite a summer appropriate bag, but partly just because I've been going to a lot of weddings and events and things like that, and this has been the go-to bag that I've been reaching for. I love the look of it. I think it looks very chic, but it's also pretty functional as well. So you can't fit a ton in here, but I can fit all the essentials that I need for a night out. So I can fit a lot of cards because it has a ridiculous number of card slots. You can see I have some cotton buds in there because I always use cotton buds to touch up my makeup when I'm out. But I also can fit a little bit of makeup, some cash, my phone, just a few essentials like that. You're not going to be able to fit in here, you know, a bulky camera or anything like that, but for kind of slimmer essentials you can definitely fit what you need in here. And you also have the chain, which I love, so I mostly use this as a clutch, I would say, but I was at a wedding on the weekend, for example, and I found myself with a drink and food in my hand, so I just pulled out the chain and then I popped it on my shoulder and it was great. It is quite a heavy blingy chain, but it just adds to the look of the kind of event ready bag, I think. So it is a shorter chain, so I wouldn't necessarily wear this crossbody. You can do if you're wearing something very thin, but usually I just pop it on my shoulder. So I have really been liking this, and this is one of those purchases which I dithered about for so long, and now that I have it I'm a bit like, why did I wait so long to get it? Because it's such a useful bag. So I really love it. I know some of you looking for this particular colour combo. I do think they sold out and they either brought it back or they brought out something very similar, so I will leave that down below. But this has so far just been an absolute favourite of mine. I can't say enough good things about it. I've absolutely been loving it. So if you're in the market for an event clutch or something like that, then definitely check this out. Now for my last win item, and they are another pair of shoes. These are the Stuart Weitzman Nudist sandals. I bought these quite a while ago, but I don't think I've ever talked about them on my channel. I wanted to give them a little shout out though, because these are surprisingly comfortable. I put off buying them for quite a long time because even though I love the look of them, I mean, looking at them, they don't look very comfortable, and I just thought there was going to be no support for my foot and they're just going to be a no-go. But I did find these on sale, so I was like, I'll give them a go, and if they're uncomfortable then I'll just send them back. But they have really been working out. They are surprisingly comfy. I got them in the kind of burgundy plummy velvet, which is pretty seasonal, so I do wish I'd gotten them in a slightly less seasonal colour because you can't really wear these in summer, I feel. But nevertheless, I have really been liking them. I think they're good for the transitional seasons when it's not too cold, so you know, spring and autumn. So these are lovely. I did get them in the higher heel height. They come in, I think, about 4 or 5 different heel heights. These are towards the higher end. I forget exactly the numbers. I think there is definitely one above this, but this is definitely on the higher end and they are completely walkable for me. So these are definitely a win for me. Highly recommend if you are after something like this, but a bit concerned, I just say try them out because you might be pleasantly surprised. Next up are my fail items, and this time I don't actually have any fail items, which is pretty remarkable because I usually always have some purchases which just don't work out for me and I totally regret, but I'm very happy to say I don't have anything that sits in that category. That said, I do have 2 items which I still absolutely love, but I have been a little bit disappointed with the wear and tear. Not disappointed, just I'd rather the wear and tear was less than it currently is. So I'm going to talk about those. I don't think that they fully go in the fail category, but they aren't total wins for me because of the wear and tear. So the first one is my Louis Vuitton Kimono wallet. I've only been using this a really short amount of time, and again, not a fail for me at all, but The black bit is pretty susceptible to dirt basically, and one of the things I love about LV SLGs is that they are pretty much indestructible to me. I love the canvas, you know, you can pretty much do anything you want to the canvas and it will still look good year after year, but the black leather really isn't quite as tough as the monogram canvas. I'm sure this is like a no-brainer to most of you, but it really didn't enter my mind, and so I have had to be a bit careful with it. It hasn't been too bad and you can kind of wipe it clean, but I've definitely seen a few marks here and there. I do have to make sure I'm on top of the maintenance of it, which isn't really what I like to do with wallets. I prefer just to be able to kind of throw them in my purse and, you know, just forget about them essentially. So I have been using it pretty consistently. It does have all my stuff in at the moment and I do still love the look of it. I think it's just a very, very cool looking wallet, so still absolutely love it to bits. But as an FYI, if you are looking for something totally carefree and you're considering this, then I'd maybe kind of take a pause and think about it. It isn't stopping me from using it at all, but I do think I would have wanted to know that prior to purchasing. And then my final non-fail is my Gucci Marmont. So many of you will know how much I love this bag, and I really do, and the only reason why it's not in the total win category for me is because of the way I like to wear it. And I kind of mentioned a bit before how this bag is really good to wear any which way, and that's totally true, but as I've been using it so much, I have noticed that if I wear it just with the one long strap, particularly if I wear it crossbody, I have seen a bit of shape distortion where the bag is beginning to point up a bit, and I can just tell that with time the bag is permanently going to stay like that if I continue to use it in that way. I've seen it with another one of my Chanel lambskin bags, which is why I was kind of on the lookout for it, and it is going that way basically. So I've made an effort to use it more with the double straps, and that does seem to have rectified the issue, but I'm just a bit sad because I love wearing it crossbody and over the shoulder. I think it's really great that you can wear this bag all three ways, but doesn't affect how much I love this bag. I obviously just bought this bag again in another colour, so I did know that going in, but for those of you wondering about kind of how it's wearing, that's the truth. It does get a little bit pointy and a bit distorted. Everything else about the bag is absolutely fine. I did say I was a bit worried about the bag sagging below. Nothing like that. Everything is really good, no tarnishing or anything. It's just the kind of side of the bag, or the top of the bag, but other than that, still a big fan, but just something to be aware of. And now for the giveaway part of the video. So I do have a Tory Burch Perry tote, I do have it the right way, up for grabs. So some of you will know what this bag is. I do have my own one right there, and this is one of my favourite bags of all time, particularly in the blue cloud colour. And I saw this whilst in the US recently. I got so excited because honestly I get asked about this particular colour with this bag so much, and I'm always like, I'm really sorry, I think it's sold out. And then I saw them in the outlet, so I couldn't not buy one. If you are near a Tory Burch outlet and you do want to get one, then they might still be available. I did get it a couple of months ago, I think. It's taking me this long to do it. I mentioned it immediately, but I just didn't. But yeah, I definitely wanted to grab one to give away because I know so many of you have been wanting this bag, so I'm very excited. It does look like it has lots of dents in it, but I will try and straighten it out, I promise. It is brand new, so it does have all the tags and everything, and it has, you know, paperwork and all that kind of jazz inside as well. So I am a huge fan of this bag. If you like tote bags, this is just an amazing tote bag. The colour is beautiful, it's great for summer, but it's also really good for winter. I use it all year round, just a stunning bag. So if you want to enter, I am making this YouTube only, so you don't have to go do other things, because I know some of you are like, we don't have Instagram, so this is only YouTube, and all you have to do is comment below saying that you want to enter, give this video a thumbs up, and be subscribed to my channel obviously, and that's it. So it is open internationally. This giveaway will be open for 2 weeks. I'll leave all the details and everything you need to know down below, and I'll just pick a winner at random after that day has passed. I do also have another Perry tote which I am giving away on my Instagram in about a week or so's time, and that's in the pale pink. So if you want to double your chances and you do have an Instagram account, then keep an eye out for that, and I will be posting that in about 1 week, so definitely keep an eye out for that. As I mentioned, all the instructions and everything else you need to know will be listed down below in the description section. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the items I talked about here today, and let me know if you want to have a recent purchases update on any items that I haven't mentioned here or recently, and then I'll try and do another one soon. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.